Always want to introduce myself if I can. So I'm Blair, and thank you so much for being here. All right, everyone, let's get started. If everyone just wants to make their way to a comfortable seated position on the mat, I have pillows, but whatever. We'll begin by just closing our eyes, centering ourselves here. Regardless of the day you've had today, whatever thoughts are creeping in right now, whether good, bad, neutral, I just encourage you right now to take this next 45 minutes focusing on yourself, what your body needs, what your mind needs. Now is a good time to set an intention for your practice, and all an intention is a focus. So that focus, that intention can be whatever you want it to be. It can be physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, anything really. So whenever our minds start to wander, just bringing ourselves back to that. And if that's a challenge, that's all right. We're going to practice our 4-count breath. And I find that the 4-count breath, regardless of where I am, coming back to the breath and where it all begins, our life force, that always keeps me in balance there. Always keeps me focused on what my intention is. So we'll breathe 4 in through the nose and then exhale out for 4 through the mouth. Okay? And we'll begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 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 As we continue throughout our practice, if I say inhale, raise your arms, or exhale, lower your arms, and you're not on the same breath that I am, that's all right. I'm simply here to guide you. Again, this is your practice. And from there, taking the chin to the chest, we're going to take some circles around, gently stretching the neck here to the side, stretching the throat to the back, to the side, and the front. Going around one more time, taking your time. And reversing it. Letting the forehead soften, letting the jaw soften. I promise no one's looking, so if you feel a little silly, that's okay. My jaw gets really tight, so sometimes I just have to hang out with my mouth open. Bringing that head on up, bringing the shoulders front for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. 4 to the back for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1 for front, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 4 to the back for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. So sitting up nice and tall, we're going to have our legs out in front of us straight here, and then the arms out straight, spreading those fingertips wide. And you're sitting down. I'm sorry, I'm standing, but you're sitting down. So the feet are out in front of you. So we're sitting like that. I'm just here so everyone can see and hear me. So from there, flexing the feet and pointing, flexing and point, flex and point, flex and point. Nice job. From there, just doing some gentle circles and reversing. Nice job. Nice job. Good. Alrighty, so facing the side of our mat here in a wide leg stance. Toes are facing forward, so my toes are over here. Standing up nice and tall. Shoulders are down. From there, turning the right foot out. So I think this would be your left if you're looking at me. So we'll turn the left foot out, left foot. Inhale, reaching on up, arms come to shoulder height. From there, bending this knee, reaching forward, looking forward, as if someone is pulling us in half. And then up, up, up. This arm comes up as this arm goes back, stretching the obliques, stretching the abdominals. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Coming back down. This time, turning this way, we're going to come into a warrior one. I cannot find my words today, I'm sorry. And I've been teaching now for a long time. Reaching on up. Bending that leg here. So your left leg is in front, bending that leg. The right leg is in back. Inhaling, exhale. Inhaling. Nice job. Straightening that leg, straightening that left leg, coming back now to where we were. This time, hands are on our hips, reaching on up and out of those hips. We're going to tilt to the left. This should be holding you up here. Hand comes to thigh, extending this arm up. You have the option to stay here, or you can put your hand here. There's a couple places. You can either put your hand here on your calf as well. Reaching on up, pressing this hip back, pressing that right hip back. Holding for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Coming back up. Nice job. So turning the left foot in, turning the right foot out, we'll go to the other side. Bending that right foot, arms come up. If you have to step your leg out further, you can. Pressing those shoulders down. Rib cage is stacked over the hips. Nice job. This time, rotating, facing this right leg. Left leg is straight and back. Bending that right leg, reaching on up. Pressing that left hip forward. Reaching, reaching. Shoulders are down. Lift that chin up a little bit. Nice job. And then from there, straightening this leg, turning back over. This time, hands are on our hips, tilting to the right side. Placing the hand on the thigh. This time, extending this arm up. This arm can either come down or stay here. Pressing the left hip back. Holding for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Coming back up now. Turning this foot in and lowering down. Nice job. Shaking it on out. Still in our wide leg stance here. From there, hands on hips. We're going to reach forward. So we're hinging at the hips here into a flat back. You even have the option to bend your knees if you want. And I'm going to face the side so everyone can see me. So you either bend your knees or straighten them, whichever you want. Hands come to floor. Letting that head go, nodding the head yes, nodding the head no. Bending those knees a little bit and straighten. Bending the knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. One more time. Bending and straighten. Nice job. So from there, I'm going to place my right hand on the mat, extending the left arm to my side. And then from there, twist, leaving the hips where they are, twisting from the waist up. I'm just going to move my arm into my twisted triangle here. Okay? So even if your arm is just like this, that's totally fine. And if you need to modify, you can always put your hand on your hip. Pressing this hip down. Pressing this left hip down. We don't want the hips shifting. I know it's tempting. Reaching up for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Coming back down. Dropping the head and the shoulders. Nodding the head yes again. Nodding the head no. Grabbing the ankles, bending the knees for 4. Coming up. And 3. Coming up. And 2, coming up, and 1. Nice job. This time I said the left hand last time, so no. Okay, so this time placing the left hand on the mat, extending this right arm out, and from there twisting from the waist up, leaving the hips where they are. You'll notice that one side for me is tighter than the other. Again, pressing that right hip down, making sure that right hip is not shifting over. Reaching for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Coming back down now, bringing both hands back down. Bending those knees again. You can even grab the ankles. And just gently swaying from side to side here. You can even remain in stillness if you want. And gently coming up now for 4 and 3, using your hands to help you, 2 and 1. Nice job, everybody. Coming back into our mountain pose like we were before, this time turning the heels in just slightly. And from there, lifting the right heel up, letting this right heel rest just by the left ankle. And you have a few options here. You can either place your foot here on the mat, on your calf, or on your upper thigh, just making sure that we're not placing the foot next to the knee. This is our tree pose. Inhaling, reaching on up. And then exhale, pressing those palms together down into heart center. Working on our balance. Even I have to work on mine. Again, really pressing those palms together, not just letting them hang out. Extending those tree limbs if you want. Coming back down. Lowering the foot down with control. And shaking it on out. Nice job. This time going to the left side. Reaching up long. Palms come together again into heart center. Pressing them together. Lifting that left heel up. Letting it rest by the right ankle. Again, you can bring it up to the calf or the thigh if you like, whatever's more comfortable for you. Finding a point in front of you to focus on. Extending those tree limbs if you want. Coming back down. And then lowering the leg down. Shaking it on out. Nice job, everybody. All right, so we're going to make our way down to the mat. If you have some pillows nearby that you want to use for a little more comfort, you can. But it's totally up to you, whatever you like. Once we've made our way down to the ground, everyone can see me. This time reaching this arm up and then just tilting to the side here, pressing this hip down. Making sure we're not folding forward. Inhaling, exhale. Inhaling, coming on up, reaching on up long. I know sometimes our shoulder likes to follow us up here, but really pressing that shoulder down, making sure these shoulders are even. Pressing this hip down, stretching this up here. And coming up. Nice job. So I'm going to make sure that everyone can see me. Sorry, I changed a lot of my positions here just so that everyone can see me. So from here, I'm going to fold. If you're looking right at me, then this is going to be my left leg. I'm going to fold my left leg in, extending my right leg in front of me, sitting up tall here, facing forward. So this is a half butterfly wing. Reaching up tall, and from there in sort of a flat back, almost reaching for our toes. Just making sure that we're not folding forward, hunching forward. No roly-poly. Shoulders are down, the neck is long, the chin is lifted. And you can actually relax the foot a little bit if you want. Taking our time with these deeper stretches. Sending that inhalation into those tight spots. I think of the inhalation like a ball of healing energy. Inhaling into the tighter spots like my lower back and my hips. And then exhaling all of that tightness out. And even though this is static stretching, don't just hang out here. Really focus on reaching forward with each inhalation and each exhalation. Let your body do the work, but also work with your body. Coming up now, very slowly, very gently. Nice job. Extending that left leg out. This time folding that right leg in. So the sole of the foot is where the inner thigh is. Reaching on up again. And then exhale, reaching forward, reaching for something in front of us. That foot is still flexed for now. And then let's let it go. Let's let it relax. And it's okay to let that belly go. I promise no one's watching. Inhale to fill that belly up with air. Exhale, just letting it all go. Gently coming up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. From there, this time bringing both feet in. The soles of the feet together, and it's okay if they are all the way out here like this. Just making sure that there's no pain in these hip flexors here, okay? Not everyone has to look like me. I know I look like that, but it's just because I have just very flexible. I'm sorry. But it's okay if your knees are up like this. That's totally fine. Lengthening on up. Exhaling to fold. Again, the same thing. Being patient with yourself, giving yourself some grace. It's not about how the pose looks, it's about how it feels. Be careful too to not let the head drop. I know it's very tempting to want to do that because it feels good, but it puts a lot of pressure on the neck. Coming on up now. Nice job. Extending those legs out, shaking them on out. From there, sitting up tall, we're going to bend these knees here, walking the ankles towards the sit bones. And then here you can either hug one or both legs, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to challenge yourself with, just making sure we're squeezing those knees together. This arm is going to come behind us here. Hugging my knees to my chest. From there, inhaling to lengthen and exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen, up, up, up. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen one more time. And then exhale, coming forward. Nice job. And we'll go to the other side. So hugging, again, one or both knees. Placing this arm behind us. Reaching on up nice and tall. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Taking that tension out of the forehead. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen, up, 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 and exhale to twist forward. Nice job. This time, shaking those legs out, placing the hands right behind us, just right behind our sit bones here. Fingertips are toward our hips. Bending these knees, and then the ankles can be out. The heels don't have to be all the way here. They can be here. From there, we're going to press up into a reverse tabletop. So pressing into the floor with our feet, pressing into the fingertips, reaching up, extending those hips up, stretching the chest. Holding for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Coming back down. Shaking those arms out. We're going to try it one more time. Placing the hands behind us. This time squeezing the knees together. Pressing those hips up for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Coming on down. Nice job. From there, hugging the knees together, stretching out that back, leaning back. Chin comes to chest. Breathing into the lower back. Nice job. Sitting up tall again, squeezing those knees together. Okay? We're going to place the hands right behind the knees, up tall still, and then just lean back a little bit. Engaging that core. Holding for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. This time extending the arms forward, reaching. Now you can either stay here, or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, bringing those feet up, okay? So you can either remain here or here, holding this pose for 4. Squeezing the knees together for 3. Up, reaching up for 2. And 1. Lowering those feet down, coming back up. And then everyone, we're actually going to make our way all the way to our back. My yoga mat is over there. It tends to get caught up in my my carpet, so that's why I don't have my yoga mat with me. Alrighty. From there, hugging the chin to the chest. And just gently just swaying from side to side. Nothing major. Going from one side to the other, giving the back a massage. Should feel good. And then from there, lowering the, I'm just going to face this way here. The left leg is on the mat. I'm going to extend this right leg up. And then my hands, I'm just going to place my hands right behind my my hamstring, or you can bring them up to your calf, whatever is more comfortable for you. Pointing that foot and then flexing, and then just gently hugging that leg to us. And then just relaxing that foot now. Gently stretching. Inhaling. This time, releasing that right foot, bending that right knee. This time, extending the left leg up. Hands come behind the left hamstring. Gently pulling it towards us. You can move your hand up to your calf if you want. Or your shin, or calf. Flexing the foot and pointing. Flexing and pointing. And then just letting that foot go. Nice job. Bringing the left leg up, bending that left knee. And then from there, extending this right leg up again, bending the right knee. We're going to cross the right ankle just above the left knee. Stretching the inner thigh here. You have the option to stay here, or if you want to bring your left knee, hugging your left knee towards you, hands thread behind that left hamstring. into our thread the needle pose. Gently shifting the hips from side to side, hugging that left knee towards you, stretching the right hamstring. Nice job. This time, keeping that left leg up, extending that right foot and that right leg, bending the right knee, crossing that right heel over the right knee. You can either lower the right foot down to the ground, or you can hug that right knee to chest, stretching the left hamstring. Hands come through. Sending that energy, sending that inhalation into the hamstrings, into the hips, making sure we're not gripping anything. Nice job. This time lowering the right foot down to the ground, extending that left leg up, bending the left knee and lowering down. Good. Is it there? Okay, cool. So once we're here, hands are just going to be to our side, extending our right leg out straight past the width of the mat. Extending the left leg out straight, just past the width of the mat, into Shavasana. Making sure those shoulders aren't coming up, just letting everything fall to the ground, melting into that mat, letting the earth hold you. Letting the forehead soften, letting the eyelids soften. Maybe letting that mouth open a little bit, softening the jaw, not clenching. Wiggling out those fingertips and the toes. Start to flutter your eyes open. Gently bending those knees, bringing them in. Rolling over to one side. And then gently, very slowly, pressing on up. Arms come up overhead, pressing the palms together down into heart center. The light in me honors the divine light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Namaste.
Namaste.